Good morning, Pisces. Welcome to your December 2021 reading. I'm Danielle Lee Spiritual Visionary, and welcome to my channel. This morning, as I was about to start doing it, I have a bunch of certificates on my desk, and I feel like there is some sort of certification you're after, or a contract, or some sort of commitment that you've made that may not be worth the sacrifices you're making, is what I'm getting. So you just have to choose. I feel like you need to choose to be thinking about what it is you really want and how far you're willing to go for what you want. Are you willing to sacrifice and make the sacrifices that won't serve you in the long run? That's what I'm getting. Oh, my throat's starting to clear up. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I am a psychic medium, so I get messages from the other side, and I also use the cards, and I get the intuitive messages from your departed loved ones, and from feelings I get, and from signs that I get as well. So I feel like you've been having the signs around you. You've been focusing on the signs, but you're not taking them in. You're not drinking them in. They're there for you to take you, grab by the hands and just run with it. You deserve to have happiness, and you deserve to do what it is you need to do, but you also need to choose wisely. Choose your words, choose communication, choose. I feel like that you've been a bit of a hermit lately. Let's just see what the cards say. I'm getting a really big, I feel like you've been a bit disgruntled is a word I'm hearing. Disgruntled. I feel like you've been disengaged. I feel like you've been detached. I feel like you're very lonely. I feel like there's been this inner loneliness that, you put onto the world that you're okay, but there's this loneliness that you just can't shake. And I feel like a lot of it is your own doing. There is someone around you that you feel has created this void, but at the same time I feel like you have created that void as well. I feel like the lack of communication that happened, was something that was brought on by both of you, not just one person. I feel that what I'm saying is that you've got a lot going on, and there's a lot going on for everybody in the world, not just you. And I feel like you feel a bit downtrodden, and people aren't listening to what you're saying, but the actual people that really are listening to what you're saying, you're not even hearing that they're hearing what you're saying. Trustworthy guidance. Go for it. Life purpose. Oh, I'm just going to put one more, but I'm not going to open it yet. Oh, entrepreneur, I am going to open it. But that's up to the side at the moment, all right? So trustworthy guidance, and go for it with your life purpose card. The trustworthy guidance is, again, those signs that I was getting for you. And I'm not sure, I feel like it's to do with your love, the love in your life, as in romantic partner, as well as your business. And I feel like it correlates somehow. I feel like there's a correlation between the business and romantic side of your lives that just need to be communicated and worked out. They need to be sorted. They need to be, because I feel like even though you may feel like you've sorted something out, it really is still lingering there. There's a lingering presence still there. There's a lingering residual energy that is not going to go away overnight. It's just not going to go away at all. I feel like it's a soulmate connection, and one of you has to give, and I feel like you haven't been giving of late, and I feel like that's why it's led to this point, because you haven't had any give. And the trustworthy guidance is the signs that you see. It's the words that he or she says to you. It's opening up to the possibility that you've got the world at your feet, even though you feel like you haven't. I feel like you feel like a fish out of water, and you're floundering out there. So this go for it card has a little, I don't know, there's one cat. Now I've put it up, I only can see the two cats in the background, which shows me that there's a partnership. There is a partnership in the background that is something that you want. And I feel like you can work with this person, that's a romantic person, that you can work together to get what you want to do with your life purpose. I feel like you haven't been on the path of your life purpose. I feel like what you're doing isn't living true to what you want to be doing anymore. I feel like you've gone as far as you can go. So whether you're doing any, like, this is what I wrote down for you guys, because you're my first up this month, is certificates. I feel like you're chasing certificates. I feel like in the past you've been able to chase certificates and get them, and the contracts. You've been able to get the contracts. I feel like you've had the commitment. But I feel like all that is just falling out of by the wayside, because I feel like you've pushed this person away, and I feel like you've pushed them out of that zone, and I feel like you think you can do it on your own, but you can't. You can't anymore. You've changed. You can't do it anymore on your own. You need to find that solution that you always found, and your life purpose is doing something different. It's not doing what you're doing now. Your life purpose is doing something different. It says the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding a purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. You have done amazing things with your life to get you to this point. That's what I'm getting. And you have a help. You have heaven's help, as well as, help from, there's a special someone that wants to work with you, not against you, but you just haven't seen that because you've been too bogged down in feeling like you're failing in your life and feeling like you can do it on your own. And as a Piscean, you are a go-getter. Man or woman, you're go-getters when you want to make your dreams come true. But you are the daydreamers of the zodiac, so it's sometimes a bit hard to, when you've been, I'm going to say, forced into this pressure cooker that you've created for yourself. And I'm going to say forced because I feel like it's what you feel like you had to do. You had to pursue different things, you had to pursue things that make you happy, but I feel like it's not bringing you any joy whatsoever anymore. There's no joy in your life. And I feel like as a water sign and being highly sensitive and over emotional, I feel like it's really, really, really taking its toll on you, and you're not coping anymore. It is okay if you want to give it up, because the entrepreneur card was that card that flew out. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. What an amazing card to get. You have the potential to do something else that makes you joyous every day. You have the potential to work with somebody, not on your own anymore. You have the potential to have the happiness and the love that you deserve. I feel like this person is still there, but I feel like they're not going to be there forever. So if you want to reach out to them, now would be a good time in this month of December. Christmas is an amazing time to mend fences and mend hearts, and yours needs mending, and reward yourself. So once you go after what it is you really want and not stay stuck in the place where you really don't want to be, and you didn't know you didn't want to be there until all the shits hit the fan, excuse my French, but the shits hit the fan, and it's totally unexpected and hit you for a 6, you have been shot out of the park with this one. You have no idea how you even got to this place, how your love life has not interfered with it, but affected you, how it's affected the way you want to work in your life, how you want to move forward. You didn't feel like you needed anybody, but you actually need more people than you think. And you don't have to need a lot of people. Just this one person was enough for you, and that there was this pushing aside. There is room for reconciliation, but you have to be the one that reaches out this time, because I feel like you don't reach out very often, and you are stubborn to the point where you'd rather cut your nose off to spite your face. So reach out. If that's what you want to do, just do it. They're not going to hurt you. They're not like anybody that you've ever met. They're so different. They're your soulmate. They just only want the best for you. So, and they want to work with you on both levels, working with you as your romantic partner, but also working and doing life with you. But they also want to work with you in the working ground. There is something that you can do together with your loved one. If you're single, there is someone out there that you may meet through work that you may meet through work. There might be something you're doing that will push you towards that. A bird just flew and caught my eye then. So be prepared for something flying in. Things can change in a heartbeat. Things already have changed in a heartbeat. I feel like this year has been, just to carry on from the year before, and before that it was just a bit of plain sailing. But then the last few years, so I'm going to say 2.5 years, has been something that's been out of your control. I do have $50 specials for the rest of the month until December 31st. I do sell gift vouchers for my services. Please check out my Facebook page, which will be in the link. I do also an hour sessions of all my services for $100 at the moment, so it's not still on that $50 special for my turning 50 this year. So I look forward to your presence. So if you want to book a personal reading, please see my page, my Danielle Lee Spiritual Visionary Facebook page. Also, there are a lot of scammers about. So I have been hacked so many times lately. They're even coming onto my page when I'm doing my live weekly show, which is on Facebook as well. And I feel really frustrated. I will never go out of my way to ask for money. I will never ask for your credit card details. I will never ask you to sign up for anything unless it's you and I talking together. And it's about a session, it's about my acupressure, sessions, because that's a bulk deal. So please be aware of that. If it doesn't feel right, report them, please. Okay, here are your last two. Release and surrender, and focus on service. Sorry, the other way around. Release and surrender, and focus on service. So I was only going to pull one card to finish up, but it actually turns out to be two. So I feel like you have already been focusing on service. And so here the squawking is just listen. When you hear birds squawking around you, listen to what you're thinking. When you're in a daydream, feel like, and you hear the squawking of birds, it brings you back to reality. Think about what you were thinking about or daydreaming about, and actually write it down and work with that, because that was going to lead you and your intuition in the right direction. All right, focus on service. I feel like you've been doing that. I feel like you need to let go of everything that you thought your life would be to this point, because it hasn't been and it isn't going as well as you want it to go. So focusing on servicing yourself. I want you to start looking after yourself. I want you to say no to things. I want you to say yes to the things you truly want to say yes to, and go after what you truly want to go after. Do not fight this. Do not feel like you haven't got the energy to do what you want to do, because you do. And once you find that energy and that vibe and that vibrancy, and that, it's just going to be so amazing for you. You're going to find that motivation. You're going to find your mojo again. You're going to be inspired. You're going to, once you do what it is you really want to do, and if you're honest with yourself within your heart of what it is you truly want, if you want that person, go after them. If you want that course, go after it. If you don't want the course, let it go. If you truly don't want that person in your life, which I feel like you do, but anyway, if you don't, let it go. Don't hang on to it anymore. Don't hang on to the relationship. That person loves you with all their heart. I feel that immensely. That person loves you and only wants to be there for you. You've just got to let them in. And I feel like you feel like you're being a bit of a hermit, and you feel like this isolating yourself is a good thing for you, but it hasn't been good for you at all. It's only having the opposite effect. It's making you feel more lonely, feel more depressed, feel like, why am I even alive? When this person made you feel alive, you felt alive. They didn't help you. You felt alive on your own when you're around them. That's just who you are. You're happy with them. But obviously, communication breakdown is a big thing for people, and when you're not feeling like you're succeeding in the life for some reason that you want, then communication will break down, and you'll get stubborn, and you'll get pig-headed, and you'll swim off and hide. But don't swim off and hide anymore. You're a beautiful being that wants to be, seen and wants to be heard, and you feel like you're not being heard, and you feel like you're a hermit. But I'm telling you now, this other person is a bigger hermit than you'll ever be, and they are perfect at it. They are masters at it. So if you don't want them to go into their hermit mode when you want to go after them, I suggest you move forward now, because their hermit is way stronger. They've practiced this for their whole life. So that's what I'm getting anyway. I'm going to leave you with that. Everything will be in the description box. You can have it all if you want it. You just got to choose it. You just got to go after it, and you just got to love it. And you got to love you the most. Bye, Pisces.